Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing today? Well, before we get started, if you haven't signed up for our newsletter yet, please do so. Get a hold of me or Trish, okay? Our emails are always in the description box below, okay? Along with all the important information we always want you guys to have, okay? Now, I received an email this morning, okay? And I want to bring it to your attention, okay? So this is very important, especially for those of us in the prepper community, okay? One of my subscribers, his wife owns a small candle business, okay? And she is now starting to make emergency candles. So I am going to put her business website link in the description box from now on. Okay, so if you're looking for good quality emergency candles for grid down and things like that, okay, now you know where to go to get them. Okay. She says the candles that I sell are unscented, 100% soy wax, so they burn clean and slower than other candles. 8-ounce emergency candles burn for approximately 24 hours. I also have 16-ounce candles that burn for 50 hours. Wow, that's awesome. Which they're sold out at the moment, but they'll be back in stock soon. The candles have a wood wick, which are nice. I like the wood wick candles. I really do. They're made of cherry and maple wood, which crackles like a log on a fire when lit. They are unlike any other emergency preparedness candles out there. She said, I'm small potatoes, only been in business for a little over 2 years, so many people haven't found me yet. If you get a chance, check out my website. Well, sweetie, not only am I going to check out your website, but your website is going to be in the description box of all of my videos, okay? So have no worries, all right? So don't worry about that. So we have a lot to talk about today, okay? And I mean a lot. So there's something else that I want to bring to your attention. So hang on just a minute. Okay, so another subscriber brought something to my attention. He said, recently I went to a local restaurant supplier to get 50 pounds of oats and inquired about other bulk items on my list. The reply, the warehouse is out. I asked, how long? He said, we don't know. Lots of supply issues on many items. Please feel free to contact if you want updates in our area. Thank you so much. Well, thank you. So they said that they live in the southeast corner of Wisconsin between Milwaukee and Chicago. We are seeing what started as gaps are now shortages. Yeah, we're all starting to see that now. We're all starting to see it. So I wanted to bring that to your attention. Okay, now on to the big stuff. Or bigger, I should say. So, you know me. Grab the coffee. A couple pounds of chocolate. You're going to need it. You're going to need it. So, what's going on right now in Paris, France, is what we saw last year in multiple cities. Outraged protesters, okay, have shut down Paris Saturday morning in the largest and most violent protests to date. The French capital has been the scene of massive anti-government demonstration for weeks. But instead of abating, the turmoil has been increasing in recent days, and now the French government has responded with its own large demonstration of force. The protests began last month after the government announced increases in taxes on gasoline. Now, I did not look into. So if any of you know what the prices on gasoline is over there, please let me know. This has increased the cost of living as all consumer goods have gone up in price due to higher fuel costs throughout the country. And the same thing is happening over here. The unrest has been going on for so long and has been at such a large scale that it has now seen as direct rebuke from French President, Emmanuel Macron, and his government policies. In effect, the people of France are rejecting Macron's attempts to boost France's economy, which has been struggling for quite some time. A poll was published last week showing that 8 in 10 people in France support the protests. And now, with people taking over Paris, Macron's popularity is soon to suffer even more. Well, the same thing is happening here. Have you seen Potato's polls? No one is supporting him. No one. So, the capital was most recently deserted on Saturday morning, and riot police were seen on the street corners throughout the city. Hundreds of people were already in custody. French authorities said that police had fired tear gas at protesters. They said they planned to place over 8,000 police officers across Paris on Saturday. The city's museums and galleries, including the Louvre, the Eiffel Tower, will not open for the expected large influx of holiday season tourists. Soccer matches has also been called off across the country. Wow. As the citizens of Paris said, they've supported the grievances of the demonstrators. This is a great anger of France at the moment. The president has too many reforms, and he's going about them too quickly without asking anyone. Does that sound familiar to you? Does it? A November poll found that only 26% of French people have a favorable opinion of their president. Sounds about the same over here, doesn't it? The findings mean Macron is now less popular than his predecessors, who were forced to leave office due to scandal. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Many protesters accuse Macron of not listening to the people. Shall I say it again? The government should do more. It should have reacted better, said one young worker. The politicians are afraid because they don't know how to stop it. It's not one organization, it's the people. The fact that Macron has been out of sight since last weekend's demonstrations has further angered those who want change. He's not saying anything, and the country is on fire. He's mocking the people. Wow. So we're not the only ones going through it. So, this is interesting because I'm not the only one to say this. When it starts happening in one country, especially in Australia, and then it starts, it'll trickle to another country, and then it's like a trickle effect. Okay, it's like a domino effect. It'll come over here, right? Watch. So, Aussies will be able to pay for their groceries at Woolworths and Kohl's by scanning a QR code, with the new option rolling out into stores before Christmas. No longer the domain of the pandemic, where QR codes have become a feature of checking into places, the supermarket giants and major banks, including Commonwealth Bank and National Australia Bank, have partnered with EFTPOS, and that's EFTPOS, to introduce a new payment platform called EQR. It will be rolled out nationally and is expected to help retailers glean more data from customers by linking their loyalty programs to the QR code, allowing them to personalize offers. When in store, it will work by having a QR code at the checkpoint or checkout, which the customer can scan via their phone's camera or through a shop's app. The payment feature will also be available for online shopping, where a QR code will appear next to the item a customer wants to buy. EFTPO's CEO Stephen Benton said the new payment platform was about reimagining the Australian payment experience. Was it though? Was it? I don't think so. So we expect EQR will quickly become the QR equivalent to EFTPO's tap and pay on debit cards. The pandemic has changed customer behavior, and Australians are now ready for the enhanced payment experience offered by EQR, he said. The EQR platform aims to provide better experiences for consumers and merchants through added security, loyalty, offers, and digital receipts, no matter where they choose to shop, online, on their mobile, or at the checkout. This guy, I'm looking at a picture of him right now. He's got a shite-eaten grin on his face. So several Aussie retailers have been trialing the payment platform since it was launched in July, while fintech partners like Merchant Warrior, AuzuPay, and Beam will help to bring on more Australian merchants in areas such as online entertainment, charities, and fast food. Woolworths Group WPay Managing Director Paul Monington, who heads up the supermarket giant's own payment company, said the business was pleased to adopt QR to help offer its customers a simple way to combine payments and rewards in one transaction. Killing two birds with one stone, are you? How sweet. We know how speed and ease through the checkout are increasingly important to our customers amid their busy lives. Now is the perfect time to introduce QR, and we look forward to building the next generation of seamless payment experiences with EFTPOS in the months ahead. When I think of EFTPOS, that EFTPOS, you know what POS stands for, don't you? That's what this guy is. Anyway, so Kohl's general manager of financial services, Paul Askew, he said the retailer would use the system to offer a better customer service and link to its loyalty program. And Mark Raymond, NAB's executive of merchant services, said the innovation payment option would allow customers a faster digital way to buy, sell, and make payments. Now, Commonwealth Bank general manager of Merchant Solutions, Karen Last, added, "We've seen our business customers become increasingly familiar using QR codes, and we're working with EFTPOS to support the rollout of EQR. In the future, the platform could also allow customers to check in and pay for their goods at the same time." I don't know. I don't like it. I'm not comfortable with it, but it seems like this is something that's going to be pushed, you know? So back here with what's going on with the supply chain, okay? Oh, Lord. Major goods carriers like Walmart's, FedEx, UPS will move to working 24-hour days, 7 days a week, in order to address the global supply chain bottlenecks. And this is what the White House announced today. So, because Psaki, I can't friggin' stand her, but whatever. So the White House announced the update ahead of Potato's meeting with stakeholders, including the Walmart CEO, John Furner, FedEx Logistics CEO, Udo Lang, and UPS President of U.S. Operations, Nando Cesarone, to discuss collective efforts to address global transportation supply chain bottlenecks today, right? And the supply chain is essentially in the hands of private sector. So we need the private sector to step up to help solve these problems. 3 of the largest good carriers in the country, Walmart, FedEx, UPS, will make commitments towards moving to 24/7 working during off-peak hours, the senior administration federal official said. I don't know. UPS and FedEx combined shipped 40% of American packages by volume in 2020, and that's according to the White House. By taking these steps, they're saying to the rest of the supply chain, you need to make a move too. Let's step it up. And that's adding that Target, Samsung, and Home Depot are also moving in the 24/7 direction. Additionally, the Port of Los Angeles will move into the 24/7 service. The Port of Long Beach has been working 24/7 for the past 3 weeks. The International Longshore and Warehouse Union, or ILWU, has made a commitment to staffing 24/7. And the terminal operators in the port will be responsible for booking the cargo movements in the off hours. Labor has pledged that they'll be there. These are major commitments, but they're most effective when every private company along the supply chain does the same thing. And now we're looking into trucking and freight to expand their hours, as well as to help the bottlenecks. The virtual meeting today will also include Gene Soroka, Executive Director of the Port of Los Angeles, Brian Cornell, the CEO of Targets, and K.S. Choi, the CEO of Samsung. White House officials have officially, have recently warned that Americans could see higher prices and empty shelves this holiday season. Well, yeah, we're already seeing it. It's not just the holiday season. Maybe it's because the holidays are around the corner and they keep pushing and pushing. And holiday season. No, we're already seeing it. Stop it. So, damn it. Those disruptions in the supply chain don't go away overnight. Well, no, nothing goes away overnight. But opening up night capacity through the entire chain is the fastest way and most effective long-term way to actually turn it around. Potato is expected to deliver remarks after his meeting with the stakeholders. Senior administration officials have touted that while the goods movement chain is a private sector system, the most important function that the federal government can play is a broker role to bring the different sides together. And bringing those sides together is one important function that the federal government can do in this private sector driven and private sector owned system. So other leaders at the meeting will include Mario Cordero, who is the executive director of the Port of Long Beach. Labor union leaders like ILWU President Willie Adams, James Hoffa Jr., General President of the Teamsters, trade association leaders like Suzanne Clark, CEO of the U.S. Chambers of Commerce, and Matt Shea, CEO of the National Retail Federation, will also join. So there you have it. I don't know if this will even work. I really don't. Will it open up more jobs? Possibly. But who's to really say? All right, guys, that's all for this video. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. You stay safe. You stay positive. You keep prepping. And as always, fearless.